Okay. So
Pranesh, put it on record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So once again, good morning, one and all present here, and all respected participants and all the invited speaker and guests. On behalf of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India, Khelo India, and on behalf of our Principal Sir, Regional Director, Dr. G. Kishore, and on my personal behalf, I, Dr. Narendra Gangwar, would like to welcome each one of you in our online training program, Physical Education, Teachers and Community Coaches. Here we have a very experienced and eminent personality in the field of physical education and sports. So let me take this opportunity to introduce Professor Dr. Vijay Kumar Srivastav, sir. Sir was Professor and Head of Department of Exercise Physiology, LNIP Gwalior, a well-known institute for the physical education. Sir is basically belongs to Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and sir has completed his master degree, MPhil, PhD from Jivaji University, Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Sir has joined LNCP Gwalior in the year 1984, and sir has 33 years of teaching experience at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Sir has guided 15 MPhil and 6 PhD scholar students for their dissertation. And let me tell you, sir has acted as an expert in Banaras Hindu University, in many other universities like Aligarh Muslim University, Warkatullah University, Jivaji University, DAV Indore, Rani Durgavati, Lucknow University, as an expert for exams and Vivas. Sir has also acted as a director ASC UGC from 2010 to 2011, director of ASC UGC 2015. A long experience, he has acted as a UGC director at LNIP Gwalior. Sir was head department of Youth Affairs and Sports 2007 to 2009. Sir was head department of exercise physiology from 2015 till the date of retirement. Sir has acted as a director of sports, public relation officer. Sir has been invited as a speaker for various national, international conferences, seminars, workshops, and orientation courses. Sir has trained LNIP cricket team men that attended international. Sir has also attended program of International Olympic Committee in 1999. Sir was also appointed as an observer for cricket by All India Universities. Sir was coach of West Zone cricket team which won the championship in 2006 and 2009. Sir has developed physical fitness norms for the children of Indian school at the age group 10 to 18 years for both boys and girls. So, ladies and gentlemen, sir has a huge experience as a physical educationist expert. So, let me take this opportunity to welcome sir. And sir, we would really happy to welcome you on board, sir. Yeah. Now, I would like to invite our beloved principal, sir. Sir, please have few words about Srivastav, sir, because sir is when you were in Gwalior, so like, sir, please.
Vijay Srivastav sir is known to us for at least last 40 years, and as you have rightly pointed out, is one of the senior most professional in the field in the country now. Immense experience in various segments of physical education, immense contribution towards the field. We are really privileged to have Dr. Vijay Srivastava sir amidst us, and I'm sure that his the session will definitely enlighten the field faculty to better their experience and expertise in the field. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sir, please.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, let me thank Professor G. Kishore and all other dignitaries for having me here on this platform to share my views on different aspects of the sports for the school children. Let me start with the saying of the two great philosophers of sport. One is Baron Pirate de Coubertin, who was the pioneer of the modern Olympic Games, and he was the first president of modern Olympic Games. And in 1896, in the inaugural ceremony, he said, "It is not important to win the championship, rather it is important to participate in an activity." Another great philosopher, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, said this during the inaugural ceremony of 1951 first Asian Games at New Delhi. He said, "Play the game in the true spirit of the game." That is what sports is all about. Nowadays, we are all concentrating on winning the championship, neglecting majority of the students in the schools. Let us see, if we see the scenario of sports in the country, there are 20% of the total school population is participating in active sport. Other 80% population is mere spectators or sedentary students. And our today's talk will be to cater to the needs of these sedentary children, 80% children who are paying fees but not given opportunity, maybe because of the parents' pressure that they have to achieve in academics, or maybe because they are not good in sports, so they are not given opportunity to take part in sports activity. First slide, please. First slide, please. Now I'm going to talk about the appropriate activities for class 9 to 12. Next slide, please. Now, the Sports Authority of India, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India has few goals for physical education programs for the school children of the country. Goal 1, acquire a range of movement skills to participate in variety of physical activities. This is very, very important. When the child comes to you, when the child comes to physical education teacher, the main job of physical education teacher is to find talent in him, to create interest in the child so that he participates in physical education and sports activity. He should talk to him, he should be friendly with him so that the child feels comfortable. Many times the children are shy because they don't participate because they know that they will not excel in sport. But they should be made to understand that achievement in sports is not that important. What is more important is to develop your physical probes, to develop physical skills, so that you are contributing member of the society. If you see the motto of Olympics, CTS, RTS and 4TS. CTS means be faster. RTS means be higher. And 4TS means be stronger. Now if you these motives are derived from the society. That shows CTS means be faster. You develop physical ability in such a way so that you change yourself to the changing world. You are fast enough to change yourself to the changing world. Be higher, achieve the highest peak of your life, wherever you are working, whether you are working an engineer, doctor, a sportsman, or whatever field you are working, achieve the highest peak and be stronger. Be stronger to face the challenges of life. And sports is such a good phenomena that develops challenges throughout your game. The opponents create problems for you. The opponents create challenges for you. And now your job is to encounter the challenges posed by the other players, other teams, and achieve your goal. The same thing happens in the society. It is never a cakewalk. It is always hard work, which should be put in to achieve the highest peak of life. Second is understand and apply movement concept and principle, strategy, range, physical activity. Now here, what is more important is educate the child about what he is doing, what he is supposed to do, what are physical fitness components, what is the meaning of these components, and how these physical components are part of the body. Unless we make the child understand, to fulfill our. So it is very important for the physical education teacher to sit with the child and educate him about all these physical activities, whether it's a sports activity or the physical fitness activity. That is, what is speed? How speed can be developed? What are different methods by which we can develop speed? What is strength? How we can develop strength? How much minimum physical strength one should have? All these things should be taught to the child so that when he is participating in activity, he knows what he is to do, what he is supposed to perform during the activity. Goal 3, demonstrate safe practices during physical and daily activity. This is very important. Prevention, cure, and rehabilitation. The first part is the prevention. How to prevent the child from getting injured. Now, when you are preventing the child, first thing is the movement taught should be correct. There should not be faulty movements. Because the moment the movements are faulty, he performs with the activity vigorously, he is going to certain injury. And that is what the physical education teacher has to see, that the environmental condition, the surface, the equipment, and the environment is so safe that the child does not get injured. If he gets injured, then what is the next time? How to treat that? Suppose there is a sprain, how to treat that sprain? There is some, overstretching of muscles, how to get rid of this? All these factors should be taught to the child so that when the child is performing all these movements, he should know what is his limit. And then display positive and personal social behavior. This is very important, because unless you are positive, not corona positive, but all other behavior should be positive. Because unless even people, doctors say, even if person is corona positive, he should be positive. He should be positive that he will be cured. Same way in sports. If he is participating in sport, he should he should participate in the activity positively. That yes, whatever plan has been assigned to me, I will be able to do it. I will try my best to do it. I am capable of doing it. This is what should be the behavior of the child. Then social behavior, how he behaves in the society, how he behaves with the social group. Now here the parents play a very important role. Very important role. Suppose a child takes money, 100 rupees from the pocket of his father, and he tells, I have taken 100 rupees. Now there are two ways the father has to see this 100 rupees taking. One, he will say, okay, no problem. From next time when you say this, please ask me. Second time he says, and second variation is, he says, you have cheated me. You have cheated 100 rupees from my pocket. That is wrong. Now the second way is absolutely wrong. That will lead to the delinquency. He will start speaking lie. He will not tell the truth. He will hide the thing from the parent, and then gradually he will lead to somewhere else. Then acquire, maintain health related physical fitness, speed, endurance, flexibility, muscular coordination, muscular induration, coordination. All these factors should be very, very systematically developed in the child. It's a very important. Now, when the child is participating in physical activity, now very important factor is what is the assessment. Because the child should know if he is running 50-meter dash in 9 seconds, what is his performance, what is his achievement level. And the child should be encouraged not to compete with others. He should compete with his own performance. If he compete with his own performance, he will always be a winner. Because the moment you compete with others, there is a rivalry, there is fall practices, there is mall practices, and so on. Therefore, the child should be encouraged to participate in physical activities and compete with his own performance. That is very important. For example, if you एक रिंग बना दीजिए आप और दीवार में लगा दीजिए and keep 10 balls and tell the child to shoot the ball in the basket. Out of 5, maybe initially he may not even shoot even 1. Let him try. Next time he may go 1. Third time he may go 2. Fourth time he go 4 and 5. That is his own performance, improvement in his own performance. He should not see left and right that what others are doing. And this is what is more important. What is more important? Because every child has his own way of learning the thing. Let the child decide how he is going to learn the thing. The coach's job is to present variety of programs to him. Let him choose. For example, there is a mathematics formula, and the child has to complete the equation. If there are 4 children, and all the 4 children will try to solve the problem in their own way, and everybody is right in his own way. That is very important. Am I visible?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is very important. Every child he has his own way of learning. You see, there are 3 cricketers, namely Vinod Kambli, Sachin Tendulkar, and Praveen Ambre. There were 3 cricketers who played for India, and they were taught by Achrekar. He must have taught them in the same way, but gave them freedom. Now you play the game yourself. And you see the way Kambli plays, he also is an excellent player. The way Sachin Tendulkar plays, he is also an excellent player. The way Praveen Amre played, he was also an excellent player. Now, this is very important. The freedom of taking part in the activity should be left to the child. The only part the physical education teacher should see to it is he should educate the child that how it is to be done and why it is to be done. That is, what is the logic behind it. If the coach says, don't do this, so please don't say that you don't do this. You don't do this. If you don't do this, there will be some negative effect, and give logic. Give logic. The moment you give logic, the child will understand as to how the activity is to be performed and why the activity is to be performed. Next is enjoy, value the benefits of living in physical activity and healthy life. If you are healthy and you move in the society, you will definitely be a contributing member in the society. You must have seen during this coronavirus lockdown period, lot of cricketers and lot of sportsmen have donated money. It's only because they have been taught on the ground, play, win and let the other win. That is very important. And the concept of sports for all and physical fitness for all, this should be the motto of sports in the country. Next. Now, when you want to achieve the excellence in sports, what is more important is develop physical fitness and the basics of sport. That is very important. The basics of sport should be taught to the child right from the beginning. The God has provided the children when he is at the age of 0 to 1 month or 0 to 3 years. Running, jumping and throwing are the mother of all the activities. The child likes to learn, likes to jump, likes to throw, likes to run. And those activities should be kept in mind when we are, developing movement education for the children. The correct walking style, the correct running style, the correct body posture, the correct attitude towards sports should always be taught to the child right from the beginning. The mother of all the activities, that is gymnastics, swimming and athletics, should be introduced to the children in the initial stage. May not be for the competition period, just because these are survival activities. These are survival activities, and one has to perform or you start practicing all these activities in the initial stages of life, which will help him to excel in sport, in different sports and games in the life, in the years to come. Then, as I said, more importance is given to the children to participate in the activity. Participation is more important than excelling in sport. Every child should be taught, should be encouraged, should be motivated to take part in one or the other kind of sports and physical fitness activities. And what a physical education teacher is, if the child is not participating in this activity, never force him. You create need for him. Create need for him. If he's not participating with the group, take him alone. Suppose I'm a singer, but I hesitate to go on the stage and go for solo singing. So I should be what the music teacher should do it. He should put me in the group to sing, and then suppose there are 5 singers, 5 mics should be provided. Everybody should start together, and all the other 4 mics should be mute, and let the singing of this boy who is shy should be audible to the audience, and then record it and then show it. Yes, you see, you have done so wonderfully done. His hesitation will go out. The same way in sports also. If he hesitate to participate because he thinks that no, he cannot compete with others are better than him, take him to the same game, but let him participate individually. एक बास्केटबॉल अगर वो 5 बार मारने लगेगा, 5 पे 5 मारने लगेगा, if he is shooting all the 5 balls into the basket, he will be encouraged, and now he will try to go and mix up with the group, play with the group. Then he says, yes, I can achieve some level. Now let me tell you, it is not the coach who will decide what is the potential of the child. It is the child himself who will decide what is his potential. The coach's job is to give him opportunity, to give him atmosphere to participate in those activities. But let the child decide what is the end of his capabilities. Child himself will say, no sir, I cannot go beyond that. But still, but maybe the stage of plateau may come. The stage of plateau may come. But if the teacher encourages them from time to time, maybe again from this plateau, the cumulative curve will once again start. And he may achieve the highest peak. Therefore, the job of the coach is to give him opportunity, and the job of the student is to unfold his natural talent to achieve the highest peak in sport. And then, of course, 20% or 15% or 10% of the total population participating in sports activities and physical education activities in the beginning, the 10% of that, or maybe 15% or 20% of that may excel in sports. Now, here, the job of the coach is to identify those persons. Identify those persons and give them opportunity, give them facilities, take them to the higher facilities level, provide them, advanced gadgets, advanced training, and so on, so that he achieves the highest peak in sport. Next para. Next slide. Yeah. Now, physical education activities, when we are talking about, let the children in the beginning start with fun enjoyment activities. Because when he participates in the activity of fun and enjoyment, it's only because of his interest. Never force the children to participate in football, cricket, or so on. The job of physical education teacher is to provide them all the games. Let the children decide in which game he wants to participate. Now here, the very important part is when he participates in the activity or chooses the activity or develops interest in the activity, there are certain factors which contribute. Number one, the interest changes from time to time. Sometimes he goes to football. Sometimes his mood is upset, he goes to cricket, he goes to basketball, he goes to volleyball, he goes to gymnastics, he goes to tennis, he goes to table tennis. Let him go. Never stop him. But I tell you, a time will come, because this is the testing time of the children. they are testing themselves in different sports and games, and ultimately they will see to it, yes, this is the game which is appropriate for him. So the coaches or the teachers of physical education in the school's job is to provide them opportunities, to provide them facilities, let the children participate. And initially, the children should participate for fun and enjoyment, for leisure, for satisfaction, for thrill and excitement. And then, I just give you an example of, I was reading a book of Sachin Tendulkar. He said, after some time, when I was playing international cricket, I was scoring 100. I was not enjoying because that became my job. And the job will never give you recreation. Now, what is important here is, and he said, that when I go to gully cricket and enjoy playing with the gully cricket boys and children, I enjoy the maximum because there is no competition. The laws are modified in their own way. The facilities are modified. If you don't have a cricket bat, does not mean you cannot play cricket. You can play with the, nowadays those days are gone. But if you go to the rural areas, आज भी वो मुगरी होती है. The wooden bat kind of hammer. They just hammer the cloth. Same can be used and played cricket. That stick, with the stick, if you go through the Dhyan Chand and Roop Singh autobiography, they said they started playing hockey with the dandi, with a stick, not the hockey stick, a simple stick, and they started playing, and they were introduced the hockey after a long period. Now, this is more important is the modification of existing facilities. It's very important. Suppose every school cannot afford to give you the 5-star facilities in sport. They cannot provide you a lot of facilities required for sport. No. And it is not required. What is more important is the existing facilities should be modified in such a way that every child participates in that activity. Suppose there are 40 students come to a class and you have 40 minutes period. One day before, you take the interest of the children in which activity you want to participate. You provide those facilities, let them go and participate. So all 40, suppose you have 5 facilities, 40 children will be divided into 8. 8 groups will be formed. Of 5 groups of 8 will be formed. Let them participate in their own way. The only part physical education teacher can play is modify those activities. You have to be very, very creative. The creation on the part of physical education teacher is a must. Is a must. I just give you an example of, just a minute. Yeah, these two are the sticks, right? Can you see the stick?
Hello. Yeah, now.
Yeah, these 2 sticks, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, just 2 sticks you put on the ground and let the child play front foot off drive in between the two. In between the two, with the help of only the stick, and he will develop the forward off drive so perfectly it can be compared with the new or improved or advanced gadgets. So you have not done anything. You have just created with the existing facilities. Now this is very important for the physical education teacher to keep trying planning different activities in different ways, where the important should be kept in mind is it should be a recreational. Let the child participate, and after that he said, yeah, maza aa gaya, I am very much satisfied with the game. Agar wo कहता है कि I am not satisfied with the game, the whole motive is lost. The whole logic is lost. Therefore, it is very important for the physical education teacher to be very creative. And in this, he can take help of the students. There are science students, there are psychology students, there are other students. They will also participate, they will also contribute for the creation of new and improvised facilities in the school. Mass display activities. I have seen myself when I was in school, there used to be only one drum. And we were participating in the mass display program in the school, and suddenly the drum tha wo phat gaya. That was destroyed. So what the teacher did, with the same stick on the platform, he kept on hammering the stick on the ground, and we kept on, performing the movement. That is what is the beauty of the teacher. If the teacher says, oh, because facilities are not there, so I cannot do it. No. The facilities are to be improvised. Improvised. अगर आपके पास फुटबॉल नहीं है तो आप कपड़े की बॉल बना के let them play, let them have fun and enjoyment. Because if you are playing with the football and if they are playing with the, with the improvised ball and run, the same physical fitness will be improved. ऐसा नहीं है कि फुटबॉल से बहुत ज्यादा improve हो जाएगी और इस कपड़े की बॉल से improve नहीं होगी. All the physiological functions of the body will be active even if you play with football or with a modified ball. That is very important. We should not cry every now and then to the government, to the school agencies to provide good facilities. No. I was involved in Bhartiyam program, training the teachers in different schools and your universities. I always used to tell them, first you develop those activities without equipment, and the activity should be so attractive when it is performed in front of the audience. The principal will say, wow, what a good activity you have performed. Next time you perform, then you can ask for some equipment. But if you directly go for, going for equipment, sir, if you give me equipment, I will perform. If you don't give me equipment, I will not be able to perform. Then you will lose your prestige in the school and in front of the student. That's very important. Next, high performance. High performance. Now, when all your activities are based, systematically developed in the years, maybe 10 years, 15 years time, and when the child achieves the age of 20 years, 18 years, for some games, it should be less, like gymnastics and all, it is less. And for other activities, it may be 20 years or plus. There you can think of providing him the best facility, best training program, best periodization, best physical fitness program, the best of sport. And then you can think of achieving the highest peak of life, but not at the initial stage of life. Next slide.
Yeah, sir, please.
Yes. Now, when you are building physical and mental capability of the child, the very important factor is in this is to develop physical fitness program which do not require even one equipment. For example, I developed a program of 4 items: 50-meter dash, 600-meter run walk, sit-ups, and sit and reach for flexibility. 4 items, and none of the items required any equipment. This can be done at any point, even in the rural areas, in the urban areas, in the coastal areas, in the hilly areas, without requiring any equipment. The only equipment you require is a mobile phone, which everybody is having. You don't require anybody. One child is performing, other child is taking time. Other child is taking time. That's all. Now this is what is the physical fitness program. Healthy lifestyle. Provide him healthful living in the schools. Sanitation, water, facilities, environment, less pollution, and all these activities in the school, and a very conducive atmosphere. जहाँ पे बच्चे के दिल में भय ना हो. He should not have a fear complex कि यार स्कूल में जाते ही मार पड़ेगी. No. Every child has his own style of learning. The teacher should understand. He should never have a stick in his hand. He should be friend with the child. Agar he is not performing, sit with him and ask him why you are not performing. Kya problem hai? What is the problem? Tell me, is whether the intensity is more, whether the density is more, whether the vigorousness of the activity is more, should I reduce it? If the child said yes, I am not able to perform the movement, reduce it. There should always be an individual program and not a group program. Group programs should always be discouraged. Every child has his own pace of learning. That is very important. And this is what the teacher has to understand. एक बच्चा एक चीज 10 दिन में सीखता है, दूसरा बच्चा एक दिन में सीख सकता है, तीसरा 7 दिन में सीख सकता है. The teacher job is to develop program in such a way which suits every child who is participating in physical education and sports activity. Now, sports specialization. Sports specialization is a must. Now, when he wants to have a specialization, or he reaches the stage of specialization, he has to go through various stages of training. And the first one is social health. Very important factor. When you move in the society, when you are in a peer group, when you are in the society, when with your family, with your parents, with your relatives, everybody should encourage the child. Yes, whatever he is doing, yes, wonderful thing. I remember when I used to teach in my class, if the child is not performing well, I used to say, yeah, this is not correct, do it well. Do it in this way. He does it, लेकिन इस बार भी वो गलत कर रहा है. But I always used to say, yeah, good improvement, बहुत बढ़िया, keep it up. Correct practice makes a man perfect. Not practice makes a man perfect. Because if you keep on practicing, every day and night and not eliminating the mistakes, that will be multiplied. So that is very important. That is very important for the physical education teacher to see that social gathering, he should also gather information from the society. He should talk to his parents. He should talk to his friend. What he is doing in their player group. कैसे participate कर रहा है वो? Is he actively participating or he is feeling shy? He should get rid of those problems and encourage the child to develop social health. That is very important. And then first aid and safety, I have already discussed. That is very important. Develop a creative and conducive atmosphere which is free of injury, full of safety, full of unrecognized things. Those things are very important. For example, if somebody is participating in Jammu and Kashmir or some part of Manipur or some part of nextalized area or disturbed area, the child is always at stress, always at stress, because this society does not want children to participate in sports activity. It should not be. I will also not do it. Otherwise, I may be harmed. There are so many countries where the women are not allowed to participate in sports activities. But slightly the concept of the society is changing. They are not telling them to participate in excellent sport. They should participate just for fun and enjoyment. That is very important. Now when you go for recreational participation, Gangwar,
Yes, sir, please.
please tell me if I am going beyond time. Okay?
Yeah. Sir, actually,
please.
yeah,
Because
sir.
I don't know what I am saying.
No, that you are telling exactly right, and that is very relevant to the topic. But sir,
Yeah.
as we have to
That's-
cover a few more slides, and we have some video as well, and then after
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
so you do one thing. If I am going beyond, you just change the slide so that I also can change.
No.
सर एक्चुअली अभी 54 मिनट्स हो गए हैं, so we have
जी.
another 15-20 minutes sir.
Okay. I'll try to finish. Okay.
Yeah.
तो 20 मिनट है सर, 20 मिनट है
Okay.
Thank you.
ये, और
Now
इसके
I have
नीचे
already
थोड़ी सी
discussed
important.
recreational activities. Recreational activities I have already developed. I have discussed. The child should be encouraged to participate in at least 2 to 3 activities just for recreation purpose. That may be individual games, that may be group games, that may be indigenous activities, that may be recreational activities. Let him participate in those active sports, not passive sport. Active sport. If he is participating in recreational activities, let him participate in the activity where he is very active. Very active. The modified cricket, the French cricket, football also can be modified for recreational games. Volleyball also can be modified. Hockey also can be modified. And accordingly, the modified games and the modified rules should be applied on those recreational activities, and find out there is always win-win situation for the children. That is very important. Nobody should lose in this recreational game. Everybody should win. जिसने आउट किया वो भी विन, वो भी हंस रहा है, और जिसने जो आउट हुआ वो भी हंस रहा है. That is what is the recreational game. It should always provide fun and enjoyment to the children. Then specialized sport pursuit. Once the children have participated in recreational activities, he will develop one day. Yes, now I am good in this activity, I will go to sport. He decides the sport, and now he goes for specialization in sport. Now, specialization does not mean BP, MP, or MPhil or PhD. No. Here, specialization means he is specializing himself to the game itself. He is educating, he is getting training, he is getting proper equipment, he is getting proper coaching, he is getting proper healthy atmosphere. All these factors should be kept in mind when when he's going for specialized training. And then of course, if we excel in specialization of sport, the next stage for him is to sporting excellence. Out of these, maybe selected few, may be selected for the excellence in sport, where they will be given training by the experts, And now when those experts are giving training, all other experts are sitting with the child, watching their performance. The experts in physiology, expert in psychology, expert in biomechanics, expert in some other activities related to sports. All the experts should sit together. The biomechanic expert will say yes, there's some faulty movements. Those faulty movements are to be changed. Physiologists will say the activity, the vigorousness of activity, whether that is as per the requirement of the child or is beyond the requirement of the child. That is very important. Therefore, when he goes to the excellence in sport, his arrow should be to participate in international activities, Olympic Games, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, SAF Games, and so on. Next slide. Next slide. Now, NCERT has already prepared a syllabus for 9 to 12 years of children in the school, in sport and physical education and sport. Luckily, I was also part of forming this syllabus. And they have listed some activities, and I'm not going to go into the details of the activities. I'll go to the right part. At least one games and sports. At least one sport. Once the child should participate in the age of 9, in the standard of 9 to 12 class. Second thing is, he should also learn the mother of all the activities. That is either swimming or athletics, or maybe both. I'll include one more, gymnastics. Gymnastics, swimming and athletics, these are mother of activities. And you all know, when you know swimming, 70% of the earth is full of water. And if you don't know swimming, then you are deprived of participating in 75% of the earth, which is full of water. You don't enjoy those activities. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए बच्चा कि नदी के किनारे बैठ के लोटे से नहा रहा हो. नो. गिरते हैं सह सवार ही मैदान जंग में, वो तिफल क्या गिरेगा जो घुटने के बल चले. Let the child participate in activities, and then he should also participate in team sports. Now, when he participates in team sports, he develops a lot of social qualities. Abiding by the rules, ethics of the game, meeting with the peer group, understanding the peer group, following the norms of the game. All these factors are developed when he participates in team sports. And if it is a mixed sport, boys and girls participating together, they will try to understand each other. उनके अंदर कोई हिडन एजेंडा नहीं रहता है कि अरे यार वो गर्ल्स क्या कर रही हैं, वो बॉयज क्या कर रहे हैं. No. They will share their own experiences together. They will participate in the activity together. Now, with this, the social awareness in the children will definitely be improved. Then health and fitness. That is very important. When the child participates, and NCERT has put very rightly, they should participate in physical fitness program and health programs so that they remain very active, they remain very fit, they remain, a given task performed by an individual without an anti-fatigue is called physical fitness. Now, what is an unforeseen emergency? Suppose you prepare the child for 90 minutes football game, and there is a draw. They have to play another 15 minutes. Now, if you prepare them for 90 minutes only, they'll be completely exhausted, and they will not be able to face the unforeseen emergency, because you cannot predict कि वो 15 मिनट का समय होगा. हो सकता है एक टीम जीत जाए या दूसरी टीम जाए, the match ends. But you have to prepare them for the threshold training, that is extra 15 minutes, so that if the emergency comes, they should be able to participate in those activities. Now, fitness assessment and report card. Physical fitness of every child should be assessed from time to time. How much he has improved. कितना improvement उस बच्चे में हुआ है. Whether that improvement is correct or as per desired result. If not, then from now it's very important for the physical education teacher not to assess the child at the end of the year. अगर आपने साल के एंड में उसको असेस किया और बोला यार तुम्हारी स्पीड में मजा नहीं आ रहा है, your speed is not improved, the child is gone. It may be a weekly assessment program. The child will assess himself. उसके पास नॉर्म्स रखे हुए हैं, उसने अपनी परफॉर्मेंस दी, he will compare his performance with the norm. You give him the norm. Let the child may weekly or fourth weekly 15 दिन में एक बार अपनी वो assessment करता रहे. Maybe at the end of each month, every child should be assessed by the teacher. Now, when you are preparing the report card, अगर आपने उसमें लिख दिया फेल और पास के 2 कॉलम बना दिए, बच्चा फेल है, बच्चा पास है. अगर बच्चा फेल है, so he will lose interest in the activity. There should be always abbreviation. A plus, B, C, D. Maybe नीचे स्टार बना के उनकी मीनिंग लिख दो. नीचे स्टार बना के उनके मीनिंग लिख दो. What is A plus? What is A? What is A? What is C? What is D? But don't straightway write pass or fail in the report card. The child will be discouraged and the parents also will come to you कि सर बच्चा 1 साल में फेल हो गया है, तो आपने 1 साल क्या किया है? And why you have not reported this matter to me every month? Therefore, it is very important for the physical education teacher to prepare weekly cards.
Hello.
Or weekly performance, monthly performance, quarterly performance,
Okay.
6 monthly performance, and yearly performance. Anything, Mr. Panigrahi?
No, sir, no. He was talking with somebody. You can continue, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all about the thing. Now, introduce children with a range of activities. It has been already discussed. Fun and recreational activities, team sports, individual sports, indigenous activities. Now, when you are organizing these activities, the very important factor in the school is how much space you have. If you have less space, organize those activities which can be organized in the less space, or you can modify the game. If it is a bigger area game, you can modify the game. Because even if you modify the game, same physical fitness level will increase. The child is running, the child is bending, child is flexibly, child is participating very strongly in the activity, even in the smaller area. Like one participant in Kho-Kho is as good as participating in football, volleyball, and hockey. The same physical fitness components are developed. And I've seen a video given by one Hariharan. He was a great historian of India who wrote book of, on physical education and calisthenic exercises. And he showed the video when I was student. He showed a video how Kho-Kho, practice of Kho-Kho can develop the qualities in all the sports. Your movement, your running, your dodging, your sitting, getting up, chasing, all these activities are required in all the games. So even one indigenous game can develop the qualities of all the games. So therefore, if you don't have space, modify the game. Time. Whatever time is available, divide the groups, divide the students into various groups depending upon their interest. Then equipment, modify the equipment, modify the gadgets. आज मैंने आपको ये दो फिगर बताए, इस तरह से आप काफी चीजें, क्रिकेट खिलाना है तो 2 लकड़ी गाड़ दीजिए आप, that becomes stump. 3 लकड़ी गाड़ दिए, that becomes stump. फुटबॉल और क्रिकेट की अगर बॉल नहीं है तो आप ट्यूब होता है, ट्यूब को छोटे छोटे काट के एक ऊपर एक चढ़ा दो, it becomes ball. And the children will participate, and the result will be same what they are getting in the developed form of sport. Now this is very important. I am unable to see the last one.
Sir, that is pupil and planning, sir.
As I've already told, whatever activities you want to have in the program, first is the planning part. Prepare a blueprint. Who will participate, where they will participate, what are the equipment you are using, how much time is available, how many teachers may be available for you for the training purposes. So complete, how much money is required, what facilities are required. All these factors should be planned in a blueprint. उसको एक blueprint में तैयार कर लीजिए और सबके सामने लिख दीजिए who will be in charge of all these activities, and let them perform the activity. Therefore, every child should be allowed to participate in all the activities. The Sports Authority of India under the Khelo India has prepared many rules. I am just playing the rule of basketball.
Narendra sir, it is not audible.
It is not audible.
Hello.
Sir,
it is not audible.
You should share your system sound, sir. Narendra sir.
Yeah, okay, I'll just.
Are you facing some problem?
The sound is not coming.
The sound, because you have to allow the computer sound. Go to more. अब मोर में जाके enable computer sound कर लीजिए.
करने के बाद बॉल विरोधी टीम को दे दी जाती है और वो टीम विरोधी टीम पर स्कोर करने का प्रयास करती है। बास्केटबॉल खेलते वक्त फाउल्स और वायलेशंस भी हो सकते हैं। स्कोर शीट में फाउल दो तरीके से नोट किया जाता है, एक व्यक्तिगत फाउल और दूसरा टीम फाउल। कोई भी प्लेयर 5 पर्सनल फाउल तक कर सकता है। 5 फाउल से ज्यादा करने पर वो गेम से बाहर हो जाएगा। टीम फाउल में अगर कभी भी फाउल होता है तो 2 फ्री थ्रो दी जाती है। बास्केटबॉल में खिलाड़ियों के द्वारा किए जाने वाले कुछ उल्लंघन इस प्रकार हैं। ट्रैवलिंग, ड्रिबलिंग करते वक्त मुख्य पैर को उठाने या हटाने पे ये उल्लंघन दिया जाता है। 2 बारी ड्रिबल करने पर, जब प्लेयर बॉल को ड्रिबल करने के बाद रुक जाता है, उसके बाद उसे पास देना या शॉट मारना चाहिए, लेकिन जब वो दोबारा ड्रिबल करता है तो ये एक उल्लंघन है। फाउल हमेशा स्कोर शीट पर नोट किया जाता है और वायलेशन स्कोर शीट पर नोट नहीं किया जाता है। क्यों दोस्तों, क्या आप बास्केटबॉल खेलने के लिए तैयार हैं? हे फ्रेंड्स, आई एम जया। क्या आपको पता है कि पहले बास्केटबॉल कैसे खेलते थे? बास्केटबॉल एक टीम गेम है।
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
The
You can
next, the next I am going to talk about the yogasanas and yogic practices. Right from the beginning of the mankind, our saints, our forefathers used to participate in one or the other yogic exercises to keep themselves fit. It's very important. It's very important to include yogic exercise in your daily routine. If you are unable to do it, if you just have 15 minutes, go for repetition of Surya Namaskar. It's a complete body exercise. Go for meditation. Now, when you go for meditation, that develops the ability to concentrate, to get rid of your problems, to be stress-free. And then when you are participating in the yogic exercises, number one, that develops your personality. Now, what is personality? We have to understand, many times we always get confused with the word personality. कोई अच्छे कपड़े पहनता क्या है, तुम्हारी पर्सनालिटी बहुत अच्छी लग रही है? No. Personality means a complex whole acquired by man as a member of society. There are two kind of values in personality. One is acquired by man. One is materialistic. Another is non-materialistic. कार है, बंगला है, अच्छे कपड़े हैं, they are part of materialistic. But the non-materialistic is the spirit, the soul, and which can always be developed through participating in yogic exercises. When you are concentrating, you are getting rid of all the problems associated with you. Concentrating on your goal. When you are meditating, you are following how you are breathing in, how you are breathing out. What are different sounds coming from different places? चिड़ियों की आवाज आ रही है, किसी की बोलने की आवाज आ रही है, पत्ते खनखनाने की आवाज आ रही है। ये सारी चीजें when you meditate, they are part of meditation, and that will develop. And gradually what you'll do, gradually शुरू में आपको चिड़ियों की आवाज भी सुनाई देगी, दूसरी चीजों की भी आवाज सुनाई देगी. But if you keep on practicing, a time will come, you will not hear anything around you. Your focus is only on your breathing. आपकी breathing, concentration पे आपका वो होगा, and you will develop mentally, you will be mentally very fit. Healthful living. Yoga is good for healthful living. आप जब योगिक एक्सरसाइज करती है, you are seeing Baba Ramdev. I appreciate him because he has made yoga so simple, where everybody participates in the yogic exercises. Anulom Vilom, simple asanas. All these activities he has made so simple that nowadays everybody is participating in those activities. And thanks to our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, who has brought laurels for the country in introducing or including this in the UNO Charter. Now, 21st June of every year is celebrated as International Yoga Day. Everybody has now started realizing the importance of yoga. Importance of yoga. If you go to your ancient this thing, people used to live for 600 years, 500 years. How? It's only because of the yoga practices. Then sequence of exercises has already been given, where the focus on breath, Brahma Pranayama, all these pranayamas are given, which you can practice 1 round or 2 rounds every day, maybe twice a day, maybe twice a week. You can practice all these yogic exercises and will definitely be benefited. Slide. Next slide. Now, when you are organizing physical education activities, a lot of competitions should be organized. We call it intramural activities. Initially start with the intramural activity, maybe inter-house, inter-class, inter-section. Activities should be organized so that every child gets an opportunity to participate in those activities. And then annual sports day should be organized, where there should be 2 things. One is calisthenic exercises, performance of the calisthenic exercises, where every child of the school participates. And then sports and games, when the child selects the game of himself and takes part in those competitions and tries to excel in that sport. Fit India School Week. There used to be, in 1960, there used to be physical education drive. We used to call it NPED. And Professor G. Kishore probably was the last coordinator of NPFP program. He took over from me, and then he became the last coordinator for NPFP program. He also did wonderful things in the field of, and under this, the Bhartiyam 89 was organized, and Dr. G. Kishore was the coordinator of the whole national program. Now, Fit India Week. Every week, every child should come onto the ground and participate in physical activities. Maybe sports activities, maybe physical activities, where he should be free to participate in those activities. Let him run, let him jog, let him do aerobic exercises, let him do flexibility exercises, maybe a combination of all. Let him do all this, maybe once in a week. And then, of course, International Yoga Day, I have already discussed about, is the initiative of the Prime Minister of India. And then extramural. I was telling you, intramural and extramural. All the extramurals are based on the activities of intramural. जब बच्चा इंट्रामुरल में पार्टिसिपेट करता है, वो डेवलप करता है, एक्सीलेंस डेवलप करता है, एक लेवल अचीव करता है, then he is selected and participate in intramural activities, maybe at the district level, maybe at the state level, maybe at the national level, and maybe at the international level. Next slide.
Yes, sir.
Now, when the child is participating in recreational activity, the adolescent issues come. The child feels shy. The girls don't want to participate with the boys. The child feels shy to participate in one or the other activity. The other adolescent problems are there, which should be noticed by the teachers and should be addressed from time to time. It's very important that adolescent issues should always be taken into consideration. If those issues are not taken into consideration at the initial stages, that may be multiplied, and the time will come, the child may go to the stage of delinquency. Next is child delinquency. As I said, if the adolescent issues are not taken care of at these initial stages, that may lead to delinquency. And it has been proved. And it has been proved by the delinquent children when they are brought in the sports field, they lose the quality of delinquency. They just leave the quality of delinquency and want to become a good sportsman. This has been proved time and again by the jail authorities, by the police authorities, by the local administration, for the social society, for the NGOs. All these people work together to bring the child on the sports field so that एक घंटा जब बच्चा खेलता है वो कभी दूसरी चीज नहीं सोचता है, वो केवल सोचता है कि how to play, participate in sport. And then health and well-being, we have already discussed. Physical fitness components are there. Let the children participate in those physical fitness components and develop good habits. Good diet, balanced diet, good diet, balanced diet, good activities, good ethics, good values. All these should be inculcated in the children so that he becomes a very contributing member of the society. Social cohesion. When they participate in a group, they exchange so many things. कभी जोक शेयर करते हैं, कभी अच्छी चीजें शेयर करते हैं, कभी गलत चीजें शेयर करते हैं, कभी अपनी प्रॉब्लम शेयर करते हैं, कभी दूसरे की प्रॉब्लम शेयर करते हैं, and they try to find solution of it. And sports is the best medium of developing the social cohesiveness. You must have seen, गेम के बाद अगर वो बच्चा थक जाता है तो दूसरा बच्चा उसको स्ट्रेचिंग कराने लगता है, दूसरा उसके पैर दाबने लगता है, उसकी मसल्स लूज करने लगता है. Nobody has taught them. It is only developed through the social cohesiveness. एक दूसरे से मिलकर बात करते हैं. एक गिलास में एक के पास अगर जूस है, दूसरे को नहीं मिला तो शेयर कर लेते हैं, जूस शेयर कर लेते हैं और वही सिप लेके दे ऑल एंजॉय. एक सेब मिल जाता है, उसको काट के सब लोग खा लेते हैं. The sharing of responsibility, the sharing of all the facilities is developed when you participate in sports activity. Boost of self-esteem. The person becomes self-confident. He takes the decision himself. He decides what is good for him and what is bad for him. And lastly, reduce pressure. When you participate in sports activities for recreational purposes, when there is no win-win situation, there is always win-win situation, the pressure is released. आपको पता है कि आपको हारना तो है ही नहीं, आपको केवल जीतना ही जीतना है, तो pressure is released. Next slide.
Yeah, sir.
Now these are the exercises which have been recommended for the school children from 9 to 12. Endurance related activities, 18-meter race, endurance, brisk walking. Nowadays, a brisk walking, a new name has been developed. It is called as boosted running. It is called as boosted running, brisk walking, quick air punches, then 4 to 100, 200, 400-meter relay, endurance and speed, swimming for cardiorespiratory endurance, walking for muscular endurance, then strength-related activities, curl-ups, plank core, push-ups, squat thrust, lower body strength के लिए, flexibility exercises, forward, sideward, backward bending, stretching, calf stretching, child pose, knee stretching, and so many other stretching activities can be performed to develop flexibility in the children. Next. Now, when you, previous.
Yeah.
Now, aerobic exercises can also be performed with 60 minutes each day, moderate running, bicycling, dancing with the music, aerobics, just running, walking, brisk walking, all these, swimming, running, all these activities. कई बार आप अपने घर में झाड़ू लगाते हो, that also develops the aerobic. That is also kind of aerobic exercises when you prolong it for little longer duration. Then vigorous activities, participate in sports activities vigorously so that you develop the physical pro. Then the 3 days per week activities may be gymnastics, lifting weights, monkey bars, playground equipment, push-up, pull-up, sit-up, rope, tree climbing, using resistance band, and tug of war. Now, when you are lifting the weights, you plan the activity in such a way that one day, the first day, upper extremity activity should be there. The next day, lower activity there, so that by the time the turn of upper extremity comes, it is completely relaxed. Then, bone strengthening exercises, cheerleading, football, hopscotch, jump rope, jumping jack, martial art, tennis, track, skipping, swimming. All these activities can be performed. Maybe you can add some more activities depending upon your interest and your expertise in that area. You can develop so many other activities in this column. Next. Success factors of physical education program. Now, the very important factor is what physical education part is. What is the aim of physical education program in the school is all-round development of the child. Right? When all-round development of the child is, that means every child of the school, every child of the school participates in the activity in the physical education or sports program, the first objective or first aim of physical education is fulfilled. Then basic knowledge and understanding of the game. When the child participates in the activity, the basic rules and regulations of the game should be taught to. Why basic rules are given to the child? ये कहते हैं ना, टेटे पाँव पसारिए जाती लंबी सौर. जितनी लंबी आपकी बेडशीट है, उतने ही पैर पसारिए, उसके बाहर मत करिए. Why these rules are made? So that you play the game within the rules of the game, within the norms of the game. You should not stretch. out. The moment you stretch out, there are rules against you. There are penalty going to be imposed on you. So basic knowledge should be given to the child about sport. May not be interpretation, but basic knowledge of the game. If there are 42 rules of cricket, you tell all 42 rules. You may not tell them the interpretation of that. The child should be knowledge. It is always said, when the child knows the rule, 20% of his performance increases. That is a proved statement I am giving. 20% of his performance will increase if he knows the rule, because accordingly he will interpret the rules. He will change the rules in his own favor. Then skill learned, development, enhancement of skill and gain. Of course, when he participates in the physical activities, all the probes required for sports are developed through participation in sports. And motivation to skill, it is also very important factor. The teacher should motivate the child to take part in sport. Now, it's very easy. It's very easy to say, yes, I can motivate the child, but it is not very easy when you really do it. One factor, और एक स्टिक से आप सबको हाँक नहीं सकते. हर एक के लिए अलग अलग स्टिक चाहिए आपको. हर एक के लिए एक नई motivational technique चाहिए. I just shared examples with you. There were two, I don't remember the name. There were two athletes of Russia. एक बहुत बदतमीजी से आता था. He was not obeying the rules, but he was a good sportsman. Another was very following all the rules and regulations. He was also very good. That coach went to the first person who was not obeying the rules. कहता है भाई अब तू समझ जा, otherwise next time if you do it, I'll kick you out of the ground. To the next person he says, you are doing well, you do this way, that way, and believe me, both of them got the gold medal in Olympic Games. Why? Because the coach did not drive them with the same stick. हर एक का अपना टेम्परामेंट होता है. किसी को मीठा पसंद है, किसी को नमकीन पसंद है, किसी को कड़वा पसंद है, किसी को खट्टा पसंद है. तो जिसको जो पसंद है वो दो ना. आप खिचड़ी बना के नहीं दे सकते उसको. मीठा बनाए तो मीठा ही खाना पड़ेगा. No, it's not correct. Everybody should not be driven with the same stick. Different approach should be used by the physical education teacher or the sports coach to deal with every student differently. Then team spirit, improvement in performance, of course. When he participates in the activities, when he's motivated, he will definitely improve his performance.
Sir,
Then team spirit.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Vijay sir. Sir, actually हमारा time खत्म हो गया actually. जो 1 o'clock है, so we are over by at least 4 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
तो थोड़ा सा इसको.
You just give me 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Just give me 2 minutes. I'll complete this. Next slide.
Yes, sir, please.
Now this is long-term development model. It is for physical literacy. That means the child should be educated about what he is doing, and then active life, how he is participating in physical activities and how moves in the society. There are so many norms given: active sport, fundamentals, learning to train, training to train, learning to compete, training to compete, and train to win. So all these factors should be kept in mind when preparing the long-term development model. Next. Now these are the recommended activities recommended by Sports Authority of India, Khelo India, and other agencies. So every child is to follow all these to keep. इसको एक पेस्ट कर लीजिए अपने इसका प्रिंट आउट निकाल करके अपने पेस्ट कर लीजिए and do it accordingly. Next. Now, principle of exercises. These are the training meaning: load, frequency, density, intensity, density, frequency, and duration. We call it. It is called as fit. That is, what should be the frequency? What should be the intensity of the program? What should be the density of the program? Density means intervening pause, rest period. Frequency, how many times it has to be repeated, and duration of the time, how long it should be repeated, and then type method. When you are giving programs, what kind of training program you are developed? Are you following the interval running, the continuous running, the fortleg running, or circuit training? These methods should be followed for every child. General principles for training. Under 6 to 8, this has been given. 1 practice 16 minutes, 9 to 10, 75 minutes, 11 to 12, 2 practice 75 minutes, 13 to 15, 1 competition, 2 practices 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Thank you. Next. These are the testing items, how they had to be tested. You can go to the website of Sports Authority of India and you can find out how these activities of physical fitness components can be assessed through use of equipment or without the equipment. Next. Yes, this is the most important caption. Catch them young, make them champions. Find out the talent in the children right from the beginning and then nurture them. Nurture them. Heredity and environment. Both the things play a very important role in catching them young and make them champions. Find out what are the heredity characteristics of the child. Use them in the training program. What are the environmental programs? Use them in the program. Now, when you are talking of the environment, there are 4 factors: economical environment, the air environment, the economic environment, the social environment, the psychological environment. All these environment should always be taken. Don't concentrate only on one environment that कि आप sports ground में उसको ले आए और उसको बोला participate करो. He may have some problems at home, social problems. He may have some problems at home, and that will definitely be carried to the sports ground. So get rid of that problem, social problem, and then bring him to the sports ground. Then environmental problem. Environmental problem means the pollution, the safety part of it, the conducive atmosphere on the ground should always be given to the child so that the child feel comfortable when you are participating in the activities. Catch them young, train them, and take them to the excellence in sport. And now when you are catching them young and taking them to the highest level, one is fitness assessment for all the children, which I have already discussed. Sports prediction, talent identification, and nurturing. I was just discussing about this. That identify the child based on his hereditary characteristics, his physical probes, his interest in sport. सुभाष.
हेलो.
हाँ, 1 मिनट.
हाँ सर.
विभा 1 मिनट आओ. So बैटरी गई. Can I start?
यस सर. सर थोड़ा कैमरा ठीक कर लीजिएगा सर.
Okay. ठीक है।
तो अभी सर थोड़ा सा ये साइड में क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है।
कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है सर?
कुछ रखा हुआ टेबल थोड़ा सा
ठीक है,
अभी भी है थोड़ा सा, तो उसको साइड में कर दीजिएगा प्लीज।
ठीक है अभी।
हाँ ओके सर, ओके सर।
So it is always said, if you test and train 1 crore children, maybe out of 1 crore children, 1% will excel in sports. But initially, every child should be encouraged to participate in physical assessment program. Choose them and then give them basic training in the initial stages, identify the talent, nurture them, give them proper training, and then the third stage is excellent in sport. Choose some of them who are really good, who have potential to excel in sport. Choose them, give them advanced training. Next. Now this is a performance pyramid. ठीक है, Mr. Panigrahi, is okay?
Sir, you can continue, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now performance pyramid, there are 3 pyramids. One is the movement education, where the children basic movement should be checked right from the beginning. वो किस तरह चल रहा है, किस तरह रनिंग कर रहा है, क्या उसके आर्म मूवमेंट्स हैं, क्या बॉडी पोस्चर्स हैं, ये सारी चीजें आपको जो है उसको शुरू में चेंज करनी है। उसके बाद उसकी डेवलप करनी है आपको फिजिकल फिटनेस, दैट इज एंड्योरेंस, स्ट्रेंथ, स्पीड, पावर, क्विकनेस, एजिलिटी एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन, and also allow him to participate in some of the sports activity so that he gets knowledge, and then introduce a skill part of the game where you can give techniques, the tactics of the game, knowledge about the game, rules about the game. Now this pyramid should be followed to achieve, to find out which are the children who are good to excel in sports. Next. Now this is the roadmap prepared. Grassroots level, that is movement education. Grassroots में ही refinement of movement, learning the skill, sports specific playing competition, identification of potential, skill and determination of competition, stronger performance, breakthrough performance, representation at national level, success periodical assessment, and sustained success at international level. And on the right side of who are going to be part of taking care of this program. Maybe at the initial stages, physical education teacher, where the movement education is taking part, and after that the sports competitor, the sports coaches, the sports science people may be included in the program. Next. And just to summarize that every child of the school should be encouraged to participate in sports activities, in physical education activities, so that he develop physical probes, physical characteristics are developed, and he may not go to excel in sport, but he will definitely be a contributing member of the society. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for a wonderful session and for sharing your in-depth knowledge on the topic age appropriate and especially for the 9 to 12-year children. Now here, I would like to invite our principal, sir, Dr. G. Kishore. Sir, please enlighten the session. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Narendra Kanwar. Respected Dr. Vijay Srivastava, sir, it was a very, very informative session. And in fact, there is no aspect which you have not covered under the topic of physical education, touching upon the things to be taken into account right from 5 to 8 years onwards and till he reaches excellence. You have quoted excellent examples to catch everyone, quoting the examples of both Sachin Tendulkar, who started enjoying the playing by gully cricket, and also Dhyan Chand, who has started the game by playing with wooden sticks or maybe ropes. So these are something which should eye openers for everyone when we grab that we don't have facility, we don't have infrastructure. When those people who are rose to those heights at such humble beginning, then everyone, if there is a will, there is a way. Then anyone who strive, who endeavors, who have that urge can definitely come up. And we have also the entire roadmap from starting from 5 to 8 years when you should acquire the fundamental skills and movement concepts. From 9 to 14 years when you should broad base and develop the skills which are acquired. Then 15 to 16, 17 to 18, crucial years in developing this and honing these skills into higher levels of excellence had all been very, very explicitly explained with examples of how the physical education teacher has to do it. So it has also been very emphatically shown that one should not be one should not shy away, or one should not get dejected if you doesn't have all the latest state of the art infrastructure. So you can use the existing, improvising the facilities. Whatever facilities you have, whatever, if you improvise, if you make a little bit innovation, and you can definitely make people to participate in the game or want some sort of activities. And also it is being very rightly pointed out about the atmosphere of the school. This is something very relevant. क्या वातावरण होना चाहिए अपने स्कूल में? आप अपने बच्चे को, जब बच्चा स्कूल में पढ़ने के लिए आते हैं तो उनको मन में वो फ्रीडम है क्या? क्योंकि अभी तो सारे स्ट्रेस है. Now it is the era when the students are put into lot of stress, lot of anxiety, lot of pressure. So it is said that, very rightly pointed out, the school should have developed the an enjoyment. The child should like to come to the school. The child should like to participate in sports, and that is the duty of the teacher, every teacher, not only physical education teacher. We should have, that also it is being very rightly pointed out by Srivastava sir, that should be an individual based program, that the teacher should know each and every child personally, individually. He should know what is the child, what is his strong point, weak points, and should be able to interact with the child easily, personally, individually, and give him feedback that is daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. So this is very specifically being told. And later in the point, sir has told about how the roadmap to go to success, that every child, starting from the early fitness, he has very rightly pointed out that the success comes if in a school every child come and take part in physical activity or fitness. That the target of every physical education teacher or school management or every teacher is that, like they take part in academic pursuits, study mathematics, English, social studies, every child should also take part in physical activity. That should be the motto. Then only we can imagine of making the country fit and strong, as well as to bring excellence in the country and bring excellence in various sports and games. So here also it is being shown the yogic, our traditional wisdom, our traditional wisdom of not ignoring our practices, best practices like yoga and other traditional games. Yoga is something we normally ignore, where it is something which we need to teach each and every student, each and every child, which he should to learn. And it should be also, then if child learns, there is a way through which yoga he can attain all the qualities of emotional, social, and intellectual stability. So the yoga, the part of yoga also has been very rightly being highlighted in the session, and also then trying about how to the recommend the activity progressively as per each level, and the concluding part, it has been very rightly pointed out that from 100 million children, that is 25% of the population, how we can zero down into a lakh or a, of elite athletes of performance. So this can only be achieved. What is the? It can only be achieved if we have our physical education and teachers, the teaching faculty, and the community coaches motivated to deliver, and also and they are empowered. They empowered, and also they are given enough of opportunity to perform. So in such a case only we can make each and every child in a school take part in physical exercises, in fitness activities, thereby make the entire the youth of the country healthy and fit. And from there we can bring them, like the roadmap sir has told about, from 100 million to bring them to 1 million, and then from 1 million to take them to 1 lakh. So from there we can bring at least some Olympic medalists and raise the country's glory in sport. So this is what it is being rightly pointed out, and I am sure that this would definitely make a lot of impact and give out to the physical education fraternity and the community coaches, and I'm sure they would have been definitely enlightened with this lecture. And I admire the, also Srivastav sir was my senior in LNCP, and I had the opportunity to be there along with him as a, during my student days. Then later he was, I took over from him the NPFP coordinatorship way back in 1986, 87. And then from there onwards, we had many occasions to work together in Bharatiyam, where he was also played a major role along with the other pioneers those time, where the first time ever the Spartakiad. We had in 87 the pilot project in Trivandrum, when a pilot project which was done by LNCP Gwalior, where 10,000 children participated. That was a pioneer project. The then Prime Minister and President of India came and saying that the second national games. Then later it was again replicated in 89, 90, 89 Delhi Bharati. That was a vast movement which ever India has ever seen. And then onwards we had a lot of occasions to work together. So we place on record our sincere appreciation on behalf of SAI LNCP, Ministry of Sports, in Youth Affairs, and on my personal behalf, I take the deep sense of gratitude to Dr. Vijay Srivastava for his excellent session, and wish him all the very best. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And it is always a great pleasure to have our teacher on board and welcoming and saying thank you, sir. It is my personally indeed pleasure to have you on board and welcoming you, because when I was in Gwalior, so we used to be a student under you. Thank you so much, sir, and we are really grateful, and I'm sure that all the participants, they have got the topic age appropriate for the age of 9 to 12 year. Very simple to understand and very interesting also, with your vast experience in physical education and sports. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and sharing your knowledge and experience. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you so much, our principal, sir, Dr. G. Kishore, sir, for joining us, and thank you so much, course coordinator, Mr. Sujit Panigiri, sir. Thank you, all the participants, and evening, we will have our international speaker, Dr. Swarup Mukherjee. He is an associate professor, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. So I request all the participants, please join our evening session as well. Thank you so much. See you again. Namaskar.
Thank you.